Roger Wallace. Farm roughly 700 acres between my son and myself. We grow soybeans and corn is primarily everything that we grow. The land here in Hendry County is kind of a hilly type of soil, and so, you know, keeping that in mind, we need a little extra power to pull the hills at times. Well, I was a teacher for most of my career. In fact, I retired from teaching in 2004, taught mathematics at the high school level, and farmed on the side.
I was in the insurance business for about 10 years, you know, but I did the farming on the side, of course, during those years. So right now, though, I'm just primarily farming.
An old timer told me one time that there's one day you should have left your planter in the shed. And we're hoping that's not the day that we plant 200 acres. But we never know that until after the fact. We want every plant out of the ground in a 24-hour period. And so, yeah, timing is very important.
The corn is pretty sensitive to whether it's just fighting each other for, you know, nutrients. If it gets left behind, you know, even though that plant might make it through to the end, it may not put on a good ear. To just have the uniform ear height off the ground. You know, if it's uneven, you can certainly tell when you go to harvest it.
A plant that comes up late becomes a weed, or acts just like a weed, and we want to avoid that if at all possible. We had a 16-row 30-inch planter before and traded for this one. Thought we'd upgrade not only the technology, but also the fact that we're pulling it with a Fendt tractor makes all the difference. It kind of marries the two together when they're in the field. We feel like that's a tremendous advantage, having the Fendt tractor on the Momentum planter.
The tractor and the planter together just seem like they float across the field with ease.
It really doesn't handle like a big tractor. It handles like a smaller tractor, but then we have the power that we need to, like I said, climb some of these hills, pull some of the tillage stuff that we have, and it's very comfortable to run. You could run this tractor for a lot of hours and get out not feeling nearly as fatigued as you would if you're in one of the other tractors.
It did take some getting used to run a tractor that runs at that low RPMs. You know, we're used to cranking it up and running our throttle wide open.
And it doesn't seem to matter whether we're going uphill or down. We're planting it somewhere between 1,100 and 1,200 RPMs. And it just kind of stays there. Yeah, I think we've seen quite a fuel savings.
It's easy. It does speed up your time quite a bit too. And it's an effortless tractor to run.